Today, many families make four-legged friends at home. Their choice depends on appearance, breed, character, food preferences, climate and environment, and other factors. Each pet is completely individual, as its character. However, there are set statistics pointing to certain breeds that can pose a threat to both humans and other animals. So what choice of a pet in the absence of further correct upbringing can become wrong? In this video we will present the 10 most dangerous dog breeds in the world. And these dogs, according to cynologists, are better not to be taken as a pet. Although, who and when listen to the opinions of dog handlers? People sometimes even have bears in their homes. Here he is, the undisputed leader of the top 10. The first place is taken by the American Bandog. This fighting breed was developed by scientists by mixing the genes of the Mastiff and the Bull Terrier. And this was done so that the dog took part in fierce battles, as well as to sensitively guard the homes of their owners. The dogs of this breed are very large and their temper can hardly be called pleasant. They are very aggressive and disobedient, and at the same time they are practically not susceptible to training, even when contacting experienced dog handlers. Moreover, the American Bandog prefers not only to injure and maim his victim, but to take his life. By the way, Bandog breeding has already been strictly banned in Romania, Switzerland and some American states precisely because it is the most dangerous dog breed in the world. The Rottweiler is in a well-deserved second place. These powerful service dogs are used for various purposes: to guard and drive livestock, in dogfights, to protect the house and others. The breeders here did their best. In Rottweilers, they combine many qualities that are unacceptable for pets. These dogs are very suspicious, alert and independent. And if you don't devote sufficient time to training a puppy with an unformed disposition with an experienced dog handler, then these character traits will have a bad effect as they grow up. The Rottweiler will grow up to be cruel, unpredictable and angry. There are cases when these dogs attack their owners who simply passed by the sleeping animal. By the way, over the past 30 years, more than 500 attacks of Rottweiler dogs on people have been officially registered in Canada and the United States, a small part of which were fatal and a large part ended in serious injuries. The third place is taken by the American Pit Bull Terrier. Speaking on the topic of what are the most dangerous dogs in the world, one simply cannot fail to mention this breed, which is rightfully ranked third in the top. According to the same statistics collected in Canada and the United States, over the previous 30 to 35 years, Pit Bull Terriers have surpassed their relatives who took second place in this ranking. Here, the number of attacks was recorded almost 8 times higher than attacks from the Rottweilers. About 300 people died as a result of meeting with Pit Bull Terriers, and more than 2,000 were seriously injured. These rather large and very aggressive dogs are also difficult to train, which makes them killer machines. Without any remorse, such a dog can attack not only a stranger but also his own master. That is why regular meetings and training with a dog handler are recommended for dogs of this breed from an early age. Breeding American Pit Bull Terriers is already banned in many European countries, and in Australia any representative of the breed is castrated in order to eliminate its population.
Sit down! No! Sit!
Wolfdog occupies an honorable 4th place in the ranking. The breed received such a collective name from all kinds of hybrids of wolves with dogs. If we talk about the useful purpose of these animals, then most often they are used as service dogs in the border troops. Since the blood and disposition of wild wolves still prevail in the veins of wolf dog, one should not expect affection and devotion from them. They are aggressive, unpredictable, and very willful. If an experienced dog handler can cope with the education of discipline and obedience at the border, then there can be no question of raising such a pet within the walls of the home. And even though many are now trying to keep in their apartments a variety of four-legged animals whose place is in nature, wild animals have no place among people. The Canary dog is ranked 5th. This breed was bred by crossing Mastiffs with Shepherd breeds. It was from the Mastiff that the very large size and powerful jaw box, as well as strong aggression, were inherited. The Canary dog is almost impossible to train. Only patient owners and experienced dog handlers who help them can control these giants. Such dogs are very smart, therefore it is necessary to approach education wisely so that the pet understands what exactly is required of him. Breeding animals of this breed is currently prohibited in Australia and Italy, as well as in several states of America. Dogo Argentino also keeps up with its tailed relatives and ranks 6th in the top 10. This breed was developed for hunting wild boars, moose, and other large cloven-hoofed animals. The Dogo Argentino's pain threshold is quite low, so they practically do not feel pain as such. Despite the fact that the dog handlers unanimously insist that the representatives of this breed are quite obedient and even friendly, they still desperately need education and socialization. If a dog breeder is very experienced in matters of education, then raising an obedient and kind dog for him will not be difficult. If the Dogo Argentino is acquired by a beginner, then it is better for him to seek the help of an experienced dog handler. Approaching the issue of raising puppies of this breed, it is important to teach them to correctly calculate their strengths and never direct them against a person. But nevertheless, even with proper upbringing, the Dogo remains Dogo and shows aggression, if not towards people, then towards other animals for sure. Breeding of representatives of the Dogo Argentino breed is currently prohibited in many countries: Turkey, Israel, Romania, Portugal, Norway, and others. The Neapolitan Mastiff is in 7th place. Cynologists and scientists conducting research on what is the most dangerous dog in the world could not fail to note the formidable representatives of this breed. Since ancient times, Mastiffs have been used for dogfights. Later they became excellent watchdogs and guards. If such a four-legged is properly educated, then it will become an excellent bodyguard for its owner. But if in the process of upbringing only the slightest mistake is made, the dog can become simply uncontrollable. Representatives of this breed are especially scary for their impressive size, strength, and absolute fearlessness. That is why it is necessary to start taking a Mastiff as a puppy to classes with dog handler and continue them as the animal grows up. Brazilian Fila is in the 8th place. Fila is also a species of Mastiff and is deservedly recognized as one of the best breeds of chain dogs. They are quite independent, rather suspicious of strangers, and show moderate aggression. Fila can also, with proper upbringing, become an excellent bodyguard and faithfully protect its owner. This breed lends itself to training, but it is better for a dog handler to do this, and not for the owner himself. Having started an attack, such a dog never stops. Therefore, it poses a mortal threat. Breeding Brazilian Fila is banned in Turkey, Spain, Norway, and several other countries. Tosa Inu is ranked 9th in this top. Japanese Mastiff occupying the penultimate place in the top 10. The breed was bred for fighting and is still participating in them. In these dogs, aggression directed at other animals is at the genetic level. To tame Tosa Inu, a number of conditions must be met. The first and most important thing is to develop a training program with an experienced dog handler. Secondly, the owner who is going to have just such a dog must have experience in communicating with fighting breeds. And third, the owner needs to spend as much time as possible next to the pet and often walk with it. And it is very important, even if the animal is well brought up, not to leave it alone with small animals, so as not to provoke aggression by familiar treatment. The Chow Chow breed closes our rating. Yes, these quite cute and harmless fluffy dogs can be fraught with danger. The thing is that raising such a bear cub is a very hard work, since they give in to training with great difficulty. Chow Chows are very capricious and will not tolerate familiarity in dealing with themselves. Their behavior can be unpredictable and rather aggressive. Therefore, in the upbringing process, the participation of not only the owner but also the cynologist is necessary. Statistics on dog attacks on humans in the United States and Canada suggest that surprise attacks by Chow Chows are most often associated with children. After all, kids are drawn to these big, soft creatures, and they do not tolerate neglect of themselves. At the moment, the breeding and keeping of representatives of this breed is prohibited in several states of the US.
It's okay, come here. Sweetie.
These are 10 dogs presented by cynologists as a result of research. However, one should not assume that all dogs of each of the listed breeds are angry, aggressive, and at the first opportunity they are ready to attack a person or another animal. No, it all depends on heredity, character, upbringing, environment, and people's attitude to this or that individual. By the way, even a small Pomeranian can sometimes be several times angrier than a huge and stern dog. And in no case should you think that the larger the dog is, the more terrible it is. After all, at first glance, everything may seem completely different from what it really is. Get any dog you like and don't be afraid of it. Educate it correctly, give affection, love and care, and in return you will definitely get a truly devoted and loving four-legged friend. And this is where our video ends, but we do not say goodbye, but say see you soon.